All right, let me get this started. Hold on, let me show you. All right. So let's go real fast. What's up, everybody? All right. Everybody still with me? Right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Elko, Chris, 301, Tulu, TJ. All right, boys and girls. So I had to lay this out. I had to lay this out on the table. And the reason why I had to lay it out on the table, because I have to build more than one. So basically, this chalk line is my jig, is my template, right? So I'm building the second one. I've already built the first one. Now I'm building the second one. So let me show you what I got going on. Woo. All right. So let's get back here to the back. Already got. Ah, shit! I forgot I stacked them seats up there. Okay. Well, let's regroup. So I cut the legs 3.5 inches shorter from yesterday, right? If y'all remember, we was talking about it, you know, and so cut the legs 3.5 inches shorter to bring the whole thing down. So this right here comes down. You know what? I'm just gonna, y'all just hang tight. Let me get the seats out. I should have done that before I went live. Let me take these seats down, and then I'll show you what I got going on, because if I don't take the seats out, you won't see what I did. So hang tight. All right, that's one. All right, hang tight. Let me get the other one. Come on, big girl. Come on, Daddy got something for you. Come on out of here. Let me show you. All right. All right, here we go. Woo. All right. So I got to make the base plates, but y'all hang tight. That's what happens when you're a one-man band. All right. Now, son of a gun. All right. So now let's check this out. So now, when I sit in here, I'm in good shape, right? Man, I shouldn't have set that seat in there. It stretched that leather. I'm going to have to get the steamer out here and fix it. So now, whoo, so now that's good shape. So cut 3 inches off the legs, right? Let me show you. I like them boards you've done hanging. Oh yeah, so here we go. So basically, you still got all the adjustments. Made the brackets. Everything's just tacked. Made the gussets on this side. That's bolted in. Same thing on that side. It's gusset on that side, and then everything still works. All right. So when you pull this, seat does that. Right. Hold tight and I'll show you. Hold tight. Man, it is so hard. It's so hard by yourself, I swear. It is so effing hard. There we go. God damn it. All right. So you lay the seat down, right? So you pull this lever here, seat goes down. You pull this lever here, and the seat rocks forward, right? So I got it where it's just like it would be in the Explorer, right? Okay. So, got the brackets here like that. They're gusset. Everything has to be welded. Then took round rod. I had some 1/2-inch rebar, so it worked out great. Bent that, and that grabs that right there. Right? Yeah. I need to take a short leg and put it right there, so it braces it. I didn't do it because before it was sitting on top of this, right? But since I cut 3.5 inches off the legs, then that dropped it down below this. So now when it slides back, it's gonna sit about right there. So I'll put a leg on this, and then it'll have a base plate. And the base plate will be a square with 4 holes. And then there'll be another plate on the bottom, and I'll sandwich them together, okay? And then I'll come in here and cap all these ends and weld all these ends. All right, so that seat does the exact same thing. It's bigger, and it's a damn, if I do that, the whole damn thing will flip over, so I'm not gonna do that. So basically, when this thing's all the way back and it's bolted to the floor, all this I have interior on it, like panels, so it'd be like carpet or something on it, and then this will be like a cubby hole. So there'll be, I'll put a piece of metal here, you know, like to box it in, you know. So when you raise the seat, you'll have a cubby hole right there. And then also you have a cubby hole back here. So basically, this is what would lock into the floor of the Explorer. And then I made this got the hinges made. And then when this comes down like this, see, it locks in place, right? And then, yeah, and then the seat goes back, right? Seat goes back. It's not bolted. And then this right here adjusts the seat. And then you got the center console comes down like that. So that's that. All right. Now, I ain't even messed with that son of a gun over there because it's a pain in the ass. So I ain't even messing with that one. So you got the front seat, the 2 front seats. All right, so this is the driver's seat, right? So the way this thing is made on the bottom, it has a pin. It has a locator pin, right? You see that right there? See that locator pin? And then you got the bracket, right? So this thing's got speakers in it. This son gun's got everything, right? But you see how big the brackets are in the front? Now, somebody told me in one of the videos, they said, why don't you take the brackets off and just bolt it straight down? Well, I looked at that. Thanks for the suggestion. But this right here is made to that, and I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. So we're going to leave the seats the way they are. And what I'm going to do is this is what we're doing right here. So y'all just have to, let me turn this fan off. Turn this fan off so you can stay with me, all right? So just bear with me, all right? So I took the stock seat. Here's the stock seat. This was the seat that was in the truck, right? I put that seat back in the truck, and then I measured the center line of the seat, right? Center line. I got the center line of the seat where this was at. Bam, right? And then I set my big donkey ass where I was right up underneath the steering wheel where I could hold it at 7 and 5, right? So if I'm holding the steering wheel, 7 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And then I put a mark on the floor. Right there is the mark. So that is where the seat come up like this, the pedestal come up, and then the seat cushion, the center of the seat cushion was on this line right here. Y'all still with me? So if you was to draw imaginary X or a cross, right there was the seat, right? So since I had that, then I took it out, right? Then I come over here and measured this seat and got the center line of this seat, right? Dead center of this seat, right? I took the center line of this seat and put it in reference to the center line of this line. So the center of the seat would be right there. That seat right there has 5 inches adjustment. It's got 5 inches this way and 5 inches that way. So I put it dead nuts, dead center. So whoever gets in here and they're my size, dead center of that seat adjustment is where it's at. So if they need to go forward 5 inches, they can hit the little button and go forward 5 inches. If they need to go backwards 5 inches, they can hit the little button and go 5 inches. So that gives them 5 inches of travel this way, back to 0, back this way. So it's noisy. Well, I'll go turn the fan off. I don't care. That's fine. I'll turn the fans off. It's all right. Ain't a big deal. Ain't a big deal. It's fine. All right. So back to what I was saying. So when that seat is mounted in here at 0, I have 5 inches forward and 5 inches backwards. All right. So now let me explain. All this, what's going on. Multiple functions for a single stand. All right. This is the first bracket. There will be another one just like this right here on this corner. So the one I'm in there making on the table will be a mirror image of this one right here. And it will run up the floor. It will tie across. Everything will be tied across. So it will basically be this right here, a mirror image, right? On the end of this one, right here at the end of this one, in the center, there will be a bolt hole that will grab that hole right there, okay? That hole right there will be bolted to the bracket that I'm making in there right here. Bam, right through the top, boom, right? And then right here, since this kicks up, it's because that seat kicks up. So that seat kicks up. So the front feet are lower than the back, right? So it goes up. That's how much that seat is picked up in the back, right? So what I'll do is right here is I'll drill a hole for that locating pin to set in there. It's going to be somewhere about right there. It'll locate, and then I will mark the other hole. I will drill the hole, and then I'll put a 3/8 bolt, right? So this right here will be mirrored image right here, right? So the first bolt hole will be here. The second bolt hole will be here on the other tower. Now, here's where it gets tricky. I'm going to run a piece of tubing straight up right here and straight up right here. Then I'm going to come off of this tubing out, bring a tube this way, and I'm going to make another bracket just like this, suspended in air. So there'll be nothing under it. It'll be floating. Everything will be kicked back to this frame and this frame, okay? All right? By doing that, that lets me bolt that side of the seat right here. That seat is wider, therefore it will slide the seat over, and I will be dead center line of the steering column in the seat. So the seat, the center line of the seat will be in the center line of the steering wheel. The center line of the bottom of the seat will be in the center line of where the old seat was at, which is right there. So that means that the seat, when I sit in here, I will be sitting in the truck, and the center line of me, the center of my chest, my sternum, my chest line will be in the center line of that steering column, right? Okay. By doing that, there's still enough room to step right here and then step up and then get into the seat, okay? Because the other seat was just a pedestal, right? So once all that's done, I will take sheet metal and I will close this in, right? I will box this in. Then I'll build a tray in here, right? And check this out, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Guess what? I got to have a place to put the battery, right? Bam. Battery going to go right there, right? Battery going to go right there. I'm going to drill a hole right here and put a grommet. And then in this cubby hole right here will be all my electronics. Will be my PCM, be my fuse box, be my relays. Everything will be inside this. So, and that will be covered it will be covered in fabric or interior or whatever. So when you come up, you won't see nothing. The seat will look like it's free floating in the air. There'll be a panel up. The bottom panel will be an access panel where I can get to the battery, whatever else. And then above that panel will be the relays, the fuses, the computer, the PCM, all my wiring, the 21 circuit fuse box, everything will be in here. So there'll be a door you can open up and everything will be in there right there, right? So hope that makes sense. Tomorrow, I'll finish it tomorrow, and it'll make sense if you're a visual person. But just think that seat is going to be bolted to the other bracket. I'll go in there and show you. I'm making another one just like this, and then there'll be one that comes off. So when you're sitting in here, so when you're on this side, so when you're sitting on this side, you won't see nothing. That's what you'll see. And that will be covered, and the seat will be free floating. It'll be suspended, and there won't be nothing in there. Then I'm thinking about coming right here on the back side. When the seat slides all the way back, I'm thinking about coming right here on the floor and figuring out where at and build him a wall, right? And only make it just as wide as the seat, right? And I'm only going to make it so high because you're still going to have to look through the rearview mirror to look through the back, right? You still got to have a thing. But I'm going to make a wall that comes up. And then that little section right there will be like a cubby, be like a storage. You know, if they go on trips, you know, and they put whatever. So that's that. Plus there'll be cubby holes underneath the seats and all that good stuff. So I hope that makes sense. Will it be a step beside the battery for short people? Yeah, right there. Yeah, that would be the step right there. Yeah, right there's a step. Right there. Because, see, the seat's going to be right here. The seat will be right there. That's where the seat was at originally. That seat right there, that pogo stick, that's how that was. This right here, this was welded right there like that. Right? And then that seat, that pole slid in. It was actually, it was like that. That pole slid in there and it was pinned. And that seat would fold forward and fold back. You got to remember, this thing was a delivery truck, like a UPS truck. So when the driver needed to get in the back, he'd flip the seat up. So this was the original seat bracket. I just took the center line of the seat and transferred it to the floor, which is there's the center line of the seat. That's where the seat was at. So I just took that imaginary line, and then I took the center line of this seat, which is, you know, the center line of this seat, and then built the bracket around it. And then you'll still have 5 inches adjustment this way because it's power, and then 5 inches back that way. So when you got in this thing, you step right there, and you step right here, and you got your big donkey ass in the seat. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to put like an old shit handle up here to grab a hold to or something like that, you know, some tube. But this right here is going to be this. It will make more sense tomorrow when it's done. I really didn't want to go live today, but I figured I'd go, you know. But this will make more sense tomorrow once it's all done. And then the bottom will be, now I got enough room, you know. I got enough room that I could actually put the battery. Here and then put all the electronics. But I'm going to have a lot of electronics. This thing's got a Terminator Max system on it. So I got the PCM, I got the relays, I got all that stuff I need. So when you actually get in here, there'll be, this right here is going to run all the way up, and it'll be a mirror image right here. So this will be a cubby hole, a panel where you can get to it, and then this will be a panel. This whole panel in here is going to be for electronics. So I can mount the Terminator X computer right here, and then this right here, there'll be a wall on this side. There'll be metal on this side, and there'll be metal on this side. So it'll be double walled. It'll be a wall on this side and a wall on that side. So that gives me enough room that I can mount all my relays, everything, my electronics, my fuse box, everything could be mounted right here, and then run through a grommet right here, right? Run through a waterproof grommet right there, and then that's all the electronics right there. So let me go in here and I'll show you. Boy, I tell you what, you turn them fans off and you be sweating like a sun gun. So right here is the layout, right? So I drew it out on the table with chalk line, snapped everything out with snap lines, and then cut the tubing and just built it like a Lego, and then tacked it together, and then took it out here and and started building it. So that's where we're at on there. So I appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up button. So that's where we're at on that. And then I'm probably going to make a mirror image of this, just this part here, and put on that side, because I got to thinking about it. He wants to put the passenger seat, because his wife's in it, he wants to put it further back. He don't want her to be in the doorway, right? So, but you're going to have something here for her to put her feet on, right? So I'm probably going to build a mirror. I'm probably going to do the exact same thing on this side, but it'll just be bringing this floor out to right here, all the way across. So you'll still have a step here, and then you'll have a step here to get in. But that'll be another cubby hole, right? That'll be another cubby hole for storage, you know, put jumper cables, you know, stuff like that, whatever in it. And they also have this right here, but that's for something else. So, yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, so let's get back to the back right quick. I'm only going to be in here for about 30 minutes. We're on 22 minutes now. So here's the back seat. Like I said, cut the leg, cut 3.5 inches off the legs, made the brackets there to grab the pins like that. Everything's tacked together. We'll make the base plates. The base plates will be made, and it'll be 4 holes, and then there'll be another base plate. So there'll be one on the bottom and one on the top. And then when it bolts together, it'll sandwich it together. And then that seat's there. And then, so I'm going to do the driver's seat, the passenger seat, and then I got to work on that third row seat. It's a pain in the ass. It's power. I'm going to try to take it apart and see if I can get it. I'll show you. I got it to move, but might just try to take all this shit off here and just lock it in place. So let's see. Y'all want to see the square body? Y'all want to go see the square body? Let me walk up here to the front. There might be a little glitch. Jumping off Wi-Fi routers. So there's a router here and there's a router up there. So if we go up there and the screen glitches on your end, give it about 15, 20 seconds, and then it'll grab that up there. So y'all stay. So I'm gonna go up here and let y'all see. Oh yeah. Let me turn this around. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and catch on the other Wi-Fi. Just hang tight. Don't go nowhere, fellas. Just hang tight. Y'all still with me? Let's see, counter. All right, the counter's going. All right, so. All right, boys and girls. Y'all ready? Y'all ready, boys and girls? Bam! You better stop playing. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bam! Woo! In the bushes. How's Built say? Let me get down here and get that money shot. Bam! Bam, boy. She's tucking. I don't believe it can go no further. I don't believe it can go any further. I don't think it can go any further. Woo! Huh? Bam! Tomorrow I'm gonna work on the bed floor tomorrow afternoon. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the metal. Huh? Let's get over here on this side right here. Boom, yeah. Ooh. Dig a trench. Now the front is on the ground. The front cross member is on the ground, but it won't go all the way down because you have to Z the chassis. And I'm not Zing the chassis, but the front cross member is already on the ground. I'll show you. See, it's on the ground. All right. So I drove it up here. This is an 86. So I cleaned this up really, really good. Like I said, I'm not doing anything else for this. I got a new air filter I'm gonna put on there. Once the Peach Festival is next week, I'm gonna finish painting the hood this weekend. I'm gonna paint the top of it and then put the hood on it, and then the hood will be done. And then after the Peach Festival, I'm gonna tear it all apart. I'll take the whole front end off. I'll show you what the ride height is. Hold on one sec. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. That's right. That's ride height right there. Now it'll go higher than that, but that's ride height. That's ride height. So when you're doing ride height, on anything with the suspension, the lower A arm, now it could come up probably just a little bit more. The lower A arm needs to be level with the ground. So that's about ride height right there. Shut up! Some bitch is whining. So yeah, so that's ride height. Now it can come up higher. I mean, yeah, so it can come up. Now, that's all the way up in the front, and that's all the way up in the back. So, like I said, it can come up. So, I mean, it can come up further. Those are 20 by 8s on the front. There's 22 by 12s on the back with 315, 35, 22s on the back with a 6-inch lip. Like I said, this wood was just for mock-up, just for visual. All this is coming out tomorrow. I got all the sheet metal. Gonna make the whole floor tomorrow and try to hopefully be done with it by Monday. But we can put it in the bushes. So this thing has, so this is left front up. This is left front up, left front up, left front down, right front up, right front down, front up, front down, left side up, left side down, right side up, right side down, all up, all down, right rear up, or left rear up, left rear down, right rear up, right rear down, all the way up in the back, all the way down in the back. So, but yeah, right there it is. There it is, all the way down right there. That's all the way down right there. Put it in the bushes. Yep, that's all the way down right there in the front. All the way down. All the way down like James Brown. Oh yeah. No, that's not for sale. That's my deuce and a half. That's my trash truck. No, that's not for sale. So, I appreciate everything on all of you. Must be a storm coming. That sun gunner, he's always whining when a storm comes. I think the storm bothers him. I think it actually bothers him. I gotta make sure. So, yes. Boom. That's it, boys and girls. 92 people in here. How much? There ain't enough money on the planet for it, baby. Ain't enough money on the planet. There might be a little glitch because I'm walking back down here. There might be a little glitch so I can get on the other Wi-Fi. Y'all want to see the bottom of the hood? Hold on a second. There might be a glitch. Just hang tight. If there's a glitch, just hang tight. I'm jumping on another router, so y'all hang tight. Hold tight. All right, y'all back. All right. I'll give y'all a little sneak peek. Give you a little sneak peek. The sun's gone. Let me go in here. Let me go in here and get the. Let me go in here and get the sunlight. Ooh, boy, I tell you what, it's something ruthless. I had a 79 Bonanza. I wish I'd never sold it. Yep, I bet you did. I bet you did. I bet you do wish you never sold it. I bet you did. All right. Sun's gone. Y'all say, look, sun's gone, but I got the sun right here. All right. That's all I'm gonna show you right there. To show you a little sneak peek. Show you a little sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. Sneaky sneak. Ooh, you better stop playing. Better stop playing, Jay. Better stop playing. Don't show him no more. Can't show him no more. Can't show him no more. Can't show you no more. Ooh, hi, boys and girls. Yeah. Hey, I dropped a short. Y'all go check it out. Y'all go hit the notification bell. Go hit the notification bell. Hit the subscribe button. Go check out the short. If you want to be a member too. I'd greatly appreciate it. You don't have to, but if you decide to, it's always welcome. So, I've been running on full throttle today, baby. I didn't get no sugar-free. I went with that Monster Juice. I went with that Mango Loco. I've been drinking on this thing all day. It's hotter than wolf piss. It was cold earlier. I cracked this thing open about 9 o'clock this morning. It's 6 o'clock now, and it got a little bit left in there. This thing right here is hotter than wolf piss. And if you don't know how hot wolf piss is, it's hot. You know, it's hot. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, been on here for 33 minutes. You see right there is the daggone layout. I'm gonna go ahead and finish making this right here. I just got a 12-pack of Gatorade. Hey, look, I don't drink much Gatorade. Now, I drink Pedialyte. Pedialyte's better than Gatorade, but Gatorade's better than nothing. So, but it's rough. Oh, you want me to show you my piranha plants? Let me show you my piranha plants. Well, they're not mine, they're the wife's. I'll show you the piranha plants. The carnivorous plants. Look at these sun guns. Look at these sun guns. Look. Look at her. Got a fly in that one. These are Venus flytraps. They're native to North Carolina. This is a King Henry. These are, man, if you wouldn't ask me, I'd have told you. These are the same thing. Bugs and stuff get down in there, and then they curl them up, and then they just eat them. Same thing right here. Tulip, I don't know. I don't want to tell you wrong. But yeah. Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap. King Henry. King Henry. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, look, they got one. Look, they got one that's called a trumpet tree, a trumpet. Let me show you. I got cactuses too, man. I love cactuses. Look here. Cactuses. Growing cactuses. So, let me tell you this. They got one, and they said that there was a nursery in Raleigh that's got one. And it's a dang on, but you got to bring it inside because it's tropical. See, those are native to North Carolina, so that it won't hurt them when it gets cold, right? But there's one that comes from like the damn Amazon or something, right? And it's like a trumpet. So it hangs in a basket because it usually grows in trees, and then it hangs down, and it's got these big trumpets, right? These big things, right? That son of a gun to eat birds. It's big enough to eat birds. It said it can eat birds, squirrels, rats. I want one. I want one. I want more than one. I want one. I want one. My wife told me no. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Look it up, Tulu. I'll send you the link, buddy. The sun gun has got, that thing's got trumpets on it. Big. They look like, I tell you how big they are. It's the size of a bounty. Like you take a roll of bounty, take it out. That's how big the trumpets are. And they come down like this right here. And then they got like sweet nectar and shit inside of them. And birds and shit go in there to get the nectar, to drink the nectar. And that son of a bitch be like, done. Eat them, gobble, gobble. Eat them up. Eat them up. Eat them up. It'd be like what is it? The little plant. Feed me Seymour. Feed me Seymour. Feed me. Feed me Seymour. Feed me. Some of y'all probably don't even know what that is. Mike does. Mike knows what that is. Mike knows what that is. Mike would know. Mike knows what that is. Feed me Seymour. Little pitch. Little horror. What is it? Sheesh. Little horror pet house or pet shop of horrors. Little shop of horrors. Thank you. 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 Yeah, little shop of horrors. Same little guy that Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and the same guy that played in Ghostbusters that got turned into a dog. And then the suits for Ghostbusters was made by Lee Hancock. And Lee Hancock was a buddy of mine. Well, I mean, he's older than I was, of course. But he had a brother. And they worked for Universal Studios. And they made all that shit for, like, Freddy Krueger and Jason and Ghostbusters. And they live just right here in town. Right here in town. Super cool dudes. Super cool dudes. But boys and girls, been on here 37 minutes. I appreciate every single one of you. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. It's hotter than damn 2 rats in a wool sock. But I think it's time for me to take another shower on the sidewalk to see if the UPS man shows up. But I appreciate you, boys and girls. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. I greatly appreciate you. And it don't cost a dime to hit the subscribe button. It ain't going to cost you no... I promise you it ain't going to take no money out of your pocket if you hit that button. If you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. Give me a shout. Give me a subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Remember what I said, boys and girls. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first, at least in drag. Peace, something, chicken grace. I'm out. Let go.